You wouldn't have taken me seriously if you had met me in 2020. I actually had pretty high quality friends in 2020 before COVID hit, and we stayed friends for the most part, but they all moved away. So I was just left with one friend in 2021 when I started sixth grade. And before that, once COVID had started, I was already doing well. Actually, I started sixth grade in 2020, but finished it in 2021. I was already doing like all the bad habits that you could possibly imagine. Like I was just terrible. I was just addicted to like everything that was bad. So being home all day just made it so easy to just indulge in the bad habits, right? I was just bored and lonely and unhappy. Even though I had good friends, I was just, for some reason, it was obviously because my mental health was shit, but nonetheless, I mean, 2021, sixth grade, right? Once I finished sixth grade and I was going into my seventh year, we moved away a couple of weeks into school starting, and I had to go to a completely new school in a new state in a new side of the country, right? And I'm used to this. My dad's in the military. I plan to be as well, and then work on my entrepreneurship while I'm in the military. But the point is, it's nothing new to me to move away. But at this point, I had like no friends left where I was living. So it was really easy for me to let go. The easiest it's ever been. So I was going to start a whole new life here, right? This is the same house I'm living in now. But that didn't happen. I was still the fat, awkward, ugly kid. Nobody made fun of me where I was living before. No. But they did here. They were rude and unfriendly, and I had to become that way to sort of fit in. And I was still bullied during that time. So I continued to do the bad habits. I continued to have shit mental health. I hardly exercised. I hated gym class. I remember seeing gym as a required thing on my second semester a class schedule and being like, oh, fuck, I have to do gym. I have to exercise. I remember that. And I was so scared and fucking like scared to even walk into the gymnasium. I wasn't like playing sports or anything. I was just scared. And now I look back and I'm like, wow, I'm fucking disgusted of myself for that, right? So 2021, I had some friends in 2021. They weren't like it wasn't like super close with them. I had like zero close friends in 2021 pretty much. Pretty much nobody that I could really really trust. And the same thing with early 2022 finishing my 7th year and going into 8th grade. I was still getting bullied. I've actually made some really good friends in 8th grade, some high quality friends, still my friends now. But I was still getting bullied like crazy. And I had suicidal thoughts. I was still doing the bad habits. I still hadn't started really exercising. I still didn't even enjoy it. So I think you can just imagine how fucking sad I was. I didn't want to be the way I was, but I hated exercise so much that I couldn't change. Isn't that fucking sad? It's fucking sad, right? I probably was at like 150 nanograms per deciliter testosterone at that point, if I had to make an estimation, because I was just such a bitch, right? And during that time, from 2021 to, well, no, actually, really from 2019, I was making YouTube videos, like really gaming videos and like little stupid compilations and shit that I would make from 2021 all the way up to late 2025. I was making gaming videos. Now I don't, obviously, but I was making gaming videos because that's really what I always wanted to do. I wanted to be a gaming YouTuber from a really young age. And they bullied me for that. for wanting to be successful, for wanting to be better than them at something. This is the reality for so many kids. But I was a pitch, so I just allowed it to happen. You know what I'm saying? But 2023, my parents get divorced in March, and it lasts all the way for like 2 years straight. So my mental health tanks fucking more than it ever has. It was already low, and it is so low now. But I start playing sports. I start playing football, not American football, and I start taking it pretty seriously. But I wasn't doing any really work outside of actually playing it, so I wasn't really like making huge gains in fitness or anything like that. But I was eating better, slightly maybe. I was exercising, and I kind of enjoyed it, you know? So, but I wasn't like going to the gym or I wasn't on self improvement, didn't even know what I was doing, right? So, I mean, 2023 was also the year that I went to my first year of high school, and it was a really good year of high school. I'll say, like, I didn't get bullied at all. I actually made some really high quality friends, but there was a dread in my stomach every time I think about that year because the next year I knew the entirety of the school year that I would have to go to a new high school that was worse. That was also the rival high school. And think about it, I have to leave so many of my friends that I've known for so many years. The only reason that I'm going to this new high school is because the county's redistricting the high schools. So a lot of my friends are going there too. So I'll see some of my friends, right? It wasn't like a ton of them, but it was some of the good ones, luckily. Luckily. So the bullying this year of my sophomore year, so last like school year, was fucking horrible. It was horrible. I wanted like there was some times where I'd be like, "Oh yeah, no, I would fucking kill this guy if I could have the chance." Like it was that bad. Like or like I would fucking kill myself. Like I was genuinely like thinking that like almost on a daily basis. That was fucking horrible. And then I had to come home and hear my parents argue and I had shit grades. Like I would literally, I would tell you my routine. I would wake up, I would get ready to go to the bus. Right, I'd go on the bus. I'd fucking talk to nobody, listen to music. I would listen to music walking around all day, but I would be like this super like nice social guy to people, so everyone thought I was just fine. Right, I was like funny. This is when my social skills got like a little bit better, but it wasn't because of self improvement. So I was still like social and happy with people, but I wasn't like inside. So imagine I come home, I would this was like right about when I got my gaming PC, which I still have now. I just use it for more productive things, obviously. Um, and I would come home, I would basically just play video games. I would skip a homework. And a lot of the time, I would be so exhausted that I would fall asleep playing video games. Imagine being so fucking tired that you fall asleep playing video games. I would genuinely, I'm not joking, I would fucking drop on my desk because I'd be so fucking tired and stressed out. It's fucking sad, man. And mind you, I it was partially because I was getting like 5.5 hours, 5 hours of sleep during this time, but it was also because of how fucking depressed and just stressed I was, man. Like thinking about it back now, like I think about actually how much worse it was than like regularly think. It was so much worse than you could than I possibly like when than I normally imagine it was. It is so much worse. Like imagine the two people in your life that you've always seen as like perfect for each other hate each other and fight. If you've ever experienced this, you know just how like Like traumatizing it is. It's fucking horrible. And then you have shit grades, you have fucking getting bullied, and then you're fucking fat and depressed and you feel like shit all the time. Just imagine how that fucking makes a human being feel. Like it was horrible. So it felt like just the world was against me. So I started like hating everyone. I was just rude to everyone. I started being rude. And not to like my friends, but like to random people and even my own family. Like it got to that point, right? So late 2024, my dad gets a new girlfriend, and it seems like everyone has moved on and everybody was happy and not depressed or stressed at all. I was the only one that was like that. So I distanced myself from them all the time, and they would beg me to come and visit, and I wouldn't. I was so fucking resentful of them, so jealous of how they were feeling that I didn't even want to see my own family. Just think about that for a second. Just think about like being so jealous of your own father and brother that they found people that make them happy that you don't even want to see them. You don't even want to see if those people make you happy. Just think about that for a second. Think about how fucking sad that is. It's fucking horrible, isn't it? And I'm not here to like just make you like fucking cry for me so you like make me money or something. No, I'm just here to share this story so that I can show you that I am credible to be talking about self-improvement and mental health and addictions and all these things. Because I really could have killed myself and not been here. You know what I mean? So early 2025, this is when I discovered self improvement in March, but in my semester two schedule, I had both team sports, soccer, I'm obviously going to call it football, but team sports, football, and strength and conditioning, which is just weightlifting class in my schedule. And I was really excited for that to have two gym classes because I did in my 2020, my freshman year, and I really liked it. I really liked having two gym classes. I actually made a lot of friends in those classes. But let me tell you my real experience with this. Team sports football, I had one friend and he wasn't even in the class. So I knew nobody in the actual class and I was just fucking awkward with them and they were so rude to me. If I made a mistake during a game, just a fucking pickup game, they would fucking make fun of me and yell at me and taunt me. And dude, there was some times where I just wanted to fucking like stab them. Really, I'm not fucking joking. Like I genuinely had violent thoughts. And there's a difference between having violent thoughts, because actually having violent thoughts is not really a bad thing. It's when you actually feel like you want to act on those thoughts. That's when it becomes dangerous. That's when you become dangerous in a really, really bad way. But the strength and conditioning class was fucking fantastic. The coach, he's a great guy. I mean, I really miss him. I really miss him. He's not like dead or anything. I don't go to that school anymore, so I really miss him. He's a really fun, really charismatic guy. Like he's the kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that you want to have in the gym. He's the kind of guy where you're doing a PR and he's literally screaming in your face, calling you a pussy if you don't get it. That's the kind of guy he was, and I absolutely fucking loved it. We talked about music. He like was so charismatic and fun. He's the kind of guy that you want around in the gym. Man, he's really fantastic. And I had a bunch of other friends in the class. Like we all knew each other. We all talked. We all had conversations. It wasn't like a massive class, but we would all talk together. Like almost everybody. There was only like a few really quiet people, but just about everyone. We would have like a whole group, the whole class like knew each other. We would all talk, which was fucking awesome. This was like the most, some of the most connected I'd ever felt. right? Bunch of guys lifting, and I actually was happier. I was still fucking depressed and like insecure and shit, but I was a little bit happier. There was a spark of hope. And then I found self improvement and my fucking life changed. I was still doing bad habits for the most part of 2025. I was still kind of unhappy for a while, but lifting fucking changed my life. That was the turning point. That was the flick of the switch in my mind where I knew I could be better. That's not when I discovered self improvement. I discovered self improvement because I watched Hamza on YouTube. But my point is, lifting fucking like lit a spark in my brain that said you could be better than what you are. I wasn't really like I was really overtraining during this time. I would go to our like free block. I would go to the gym and I would practice football, right? Because all these kids were making fun of me, so I wanted to be better, and also just because I really fucking enjoyed it. Um, but I was thinking about it. So think about this. I was playing in class every single day, doing some type of exercise, whether that was lifting or football, and then I was also going every single day and playing during the free block for an hour. So think about it. I have like 2.5 hours a day of cardio plus weightlifting. That is really bad for your body when you don't stretch, you don't get enough sleep. I was hardly eating, I was drinking water. So think about how fucking horrible my body must feel. And then plus my mind feeling like shit. It's fucking sad. That's less sad than what was before. But fuck, I mean, I was getting muscle injuries and I wouldn't stop training. I would train harder. And I want you to know this as well. I actually had girlfriends. Like during this whole time, like a few casual relationships every once in a while. They weren't really high quality, no, no, none of them really were. But I was much happier during those times. Like all those worries seemed to just kind of disappear. So I am grateful for them for that reason. But when they'd end, I would stoop down lower. You know what I mean? So 2025 March, right? Back to that off this tangent. Self improvement. I find Hamza's videos. I really start going to the gym more seriously. Um, I wasn't like lifting for aesthetics at this time, but I was lifting more seriously with more ambition. I my max for deadlift at the end of my 2025 school year in my sophomore year was 300. My bench was 125 and my squat was like 260, I think. So, pretty good for just for less than 6 months of lifting. That was very impressive, right? Very impressive. Especially because I had weak fucking like skinny arms. Like you don't see my fucking arms are huge now, but I had weak like I was basically skinny fat, but I was more fat than skinny. So I had huge legs. Like my legs are really muscular now. Like my legs are fucking massive now. But I'll show you when I'm wearing shorts. But um, I have fucking fat like legs and like tiny arms. So I had like really weird proportions, and I had like a fucking huge stomach, and still suffer from gyno, unfortunately. But and then like it was a horrible proportion to have, and I had like a fatter face. I like it was just awful, and I, like you could see my frame now. Like I have a really nice frame. Like I fucking frame moggy. I have 7 days a week, but it was just like I was so rough before lifting, and I lifted inconsistently during the summer with my friends. We'd go to Planet Fitness because they have like this free thing for teens in the summer where they can go lift, right? So I was doing that. It was inconsistent. We kind of just fucked around all the time. Like we just go to random machines and see if we can max them out, you know. But that was fun. So I still had fun doing it. But yeah, mid 2025, I started like doing less bad habits. I started eating more clean. I started going outside more, and I started journaling as well. And really do think journaling was one of the most beneficial things I added to my routine. I'll actually read you some of these. I think I have it here. It's in here. Have it. Actually, still. I didn't get it. Is it? Oh, it's right here. Stupid. Okay, I found it. It's right here. I'll probably end up cutting a lot of that out. Me trying to find it, but this was my. I'm gonna cover the thing, but this was just my original journal right here when I first started. I actually wrote like a shit ton of things in the back of like dating advice and things. Like I look like a fucking psychopath. I know, right? Like look at this fucking shit. I don't know if you can see that. It's the entire back page, and I wrote even some here as well. It's just fucking like dating advice from like Hamza and a couple other fucking red pill YouTubers. Um, but like it was just things that I hadn't even really thought about. Like respect yourself more than her. Like I didn't really think about that. Like I don't even fucking I like I'm like a yes man. I never really like thought about that before until I started watching them. So it's crazy, right? Like we aren't even like fucking smart enough to think about that. But like I don't know if you can see this, but I was journaling to the max. I'm trying to get it so you can actually read it. Okay, there you go. So you can see like I was actually writing a decent bit in here. And I had like liked a couple of girls towards the end of my sophomore year, so um like that's mostly what these are about, you know. But yeah, there's gratitude journaling in here. This is when I started gratitude journaling. Um, I even wrote like a worst best case scenario, like wife, like what I would want in my wife. You know, you cannot read it. You're not gonna read that, and I'm not gonna read it to you. Maybe someday, but maybe like in a course or some shit. But yeah, 2025 was seriously the turning point, the fucking slap in the face for me. And once my junior year had started, which I'm still in my junior year, it's September, I had strength conditioning in my schedule. I still have it now. I have it both semesters, and I have team sports football as well right now. So I do have pretty packed like physical education throughout my entire week. Um, but I had it my first semester, and I fucking loved it, dude. I made so many friends in there. They're all like lovely, high quality people. Um, they're all like really nice. We all like talk. I was like this fun social guy in there. Every time I would do like a PR, I was like the only one really doing them. Everyone would stop and look at me, and it was fucking awesome. So I get like that testosterone boost, you know, from everyone looking at me. But it was really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. And I started taking lifting more seriously. I started to like see progress in from my lifting. Like it was the first time that I had ever looked at my bicep and said, "Yeah, you know what? Actually, it looks like it's like a little bit raised there." Because it wasn't like that before. I was like fucking just flabby as shit. So that's when I really like started to make like progress. That's when I started to see my frame change. Like where I can start wearing shirts like this, where like it makes me look like, you know, a bit like bigger, you know. So right. And I trust me, I do like 25 sets of bench press a week, so it's not like I'm not doing enough bench. Like I'm not doing enough bench press. I just have fucking like stubby or not stubby, stubborn like fucking man boob fat, okay? It's not my fault. I'm sorry. I even like have a strict diet, like I eat good, but I'm just insecure as fuck about it, so of course I'm gonna mention it. Um so 2025, right? It was really when I started taking it seriously. Like anything from like September beyond, I was going in the free block. This is, by the way, new school. I didn't even mention that. Completely new school, way better school because of my dad's girlfriend that allowed me to go to this school. It is one of the best schools in the entire state, and I'm like really grateful that she was able to do that for us, for me and my brother. Um, and it is really fun. Like there's really high quality people here. And what you'll notice is like the with the richer schools always have like the more high quality, like nice people, friendly people. And I've really made a lot of friends here, and I've do things outside of school with them. So it's really nice. It's really, really lovely. So after September, I really started taking it seriously and all that. And I started to do more of the self improvement habits more consistently. And I think that's when I started to fall off in December, I noticed my progress was fucking shit. I've been stuck at 180 bench press for like almost 2 months now. Damn near 2 months. I hit 175 in December, 180 in January, and I've really haven't been able to beat 180. My deadlift went down in February, like significantly. Like I couldn't do over 400 pounds. And I'd been at 405. I couldn't even do 400. I couldn't even do 395. So it was really rough the last like month. And in January, like my progress had slowed down so much and I didn't know why. I really didn't know why. And I thought about it. I started slipping up. I took a trip to Puerto Rico for a family reunion and I was drinking because it was legal for me to drink, right? I was drinking so fucking much while I was there. I was having like eight, 9, 10 beers a day. And there was one night I remember where I got so fucking pissed drunk. Like it was the first time I'd ever gotten drunk before. Like I was fucking nauseous as shit. Luckily, I wasn't hungover the next day, but like that was the first time I had drank like fucking 15, 20 ounces of liquor. That's so bad for you. And I just realized like it's not like I was drinking 20 ounces of liquor every day, but it was just that the self improvement habits, I just started slipping up on them, eating good and all these things. And I realized, yeah, it's kind of my fucking fault. And so this is where we're near present day in March of 2026. And the we're with season 2 of self improvement. Okay, season 1 was 2025. Season 2 is now, motherfuckers, and I am serious about it. I am doing my entrepreneurship. I am really taking the gym and my diet seriously. I'm really taking my sleep more seriously, even though I'm up at fucking 1 a.m. doing this video. But I'm doing it because I really think the emotion comes out at 1 a.m. So I just want you guys to really just think about what I've said today. I just think if your life is better than this, be fucking grateful. Be fucking grateful that you didn't have, even if you discovered self improvement and you've lived a great life, be fucking grateful that you didn't have to do this. You're like, oh, stop chopping. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Seriously, like, bro, I've had a way easier life than so many others, so I'm really grateful for that. But fuck, man, like when you think about it, like self improvement comes to you when you most need it. So if you're at a super low point and you're watching this video right now, I just want to let you know that self improvement is going to significantly help you get out of that hole in almost any fucking way that you can think of: money, fitness, diet, mental health, relationships. Doesn't matter. It's going to fucking help you. Because I struggled with all of those things and it's helped me. So do what makes you stronger, not what makes you feel good. See you guys.